strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome everybody, it is Bulldog. We've got a really fun video today. We're going to use full resistance to defeat Supreme Leader Kylo, and we're going to do it using everybody's favorite character, Rose. So joining me is Starslayer. He originally posted on the forums that he was beating a full First Order Kylo squad using full resistance, so I had to reach out to him. I was intrigued, I had to see this, and he sent me some footage that we've got here today, and he's joining me on the channel. So Starslayer, welcome.
Hi, Bulldog. Pleasure to be here.
I'm super excited about this. Let's not waste any time. We've got 4 videos we're going to show against 4 different Kylo teams. Let's just jump right in, and well, you'll see this is against a full offense modded Kylo. So it's I know that's what I've been seeing a little bit in Arena. There are different ways to mod him. This one's against full offense. Starslayer, what's going on in this footage? How are you doing this?
It's actually pretty simple. It's you have first to survive. You need to survive. That's what Recent do the best. They survive. And if you survive long enough, you will have a one-to-one with Kylo at the end with your Rey, and then you one-shot him to the ground.
So
that's it.
It's kind of taken a little bit of a different approach than we normally use with Rey, where we use lifeblood to try and keep everybody alive. Instead, we're just going to essentially let Resistance sacrifice themselves so you can get a bunch of whirlwinds and then take out Kylo in a single shot at the end. We'll pop up the mods here. You're gonna have to have Rey modded for offense. But overall, this looks really good. 261,000 damage on Kylo there. Let's flip it over to the mods. So I guess talk a little bit. How did you mod this team?
Offense on Rey. Offense. Rey is badass. You don't want her to be, just defensive. She needs to one-shot Kylo. If you can't one-shot Kylo, if you still have a thread of life, you're toast. You need to one-shot Kylo at the end. So I chose offense on the cross, speed on arrow, and I arrived at around 980 offense. And it was fine for me. It was enough to one-shot all the Kylos I faced. So I did manage to squeeze a health mod on triangle. But I could have gone all offense. It's more dangerous, but it's possible to go all offense. You need to reach, I think, around 10,000 offense to be sure to one-shot Kylo all the time. And then for all the others, you need to survive. So it's health mods on the round. It's health memories on lots of resistance people because they have more health than protection, and in some of them you need protection primaries. You do what you need, but they need to survive. So health plus protection, at least 120k health plus protection if you want to survive the first round. And if you have this number, you should be okay. And I chose health mode and not defense mode. I know you like defense mode. I saw your video, and you're right. I like defense mode too. But Rey bring plus 30% on health to everyone, so I wanted to take a full advantage of that.
And then of course, everybody loves Rose. Rose didn't do much in the first footage other than die early. But she's not just somebody that you're throwing in here just because you're wanting to use Rose. You actually found out. I guess you started with Resistance hero Poe in there instead, and then found out that Rose was actually better because of that defense up. Yeah. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. She's better. Basically, in this strategy, the other Resistance people, other than Rey, they won't do a lot. They have about one move in the fights, and that's it. So the skill we'll use, it needs to be useful to the strats. So you have Aldo who can give health back. You have Finn who can do a heal as well. You have Hero Finn who can pass the turn to Rey, and then Rey will win, faster. And you have Rose who can put defense up. And defense up is fine because it's help you survive longer.
Yeah, and it's we've seen, so as people can see here, you're not using your ultimate right away. I know that's kind of the way a lot of people want to use it, is right away. but we've got to save that ultimate, and we're just using whirlwinds early until we get against Kylo, because we're gonna do true damage there. That true damage is spread amongst the entire squad, so you want just Kylo to be there so that you can take him out in one shot. The last one was 160k. Let's see what that one, or sorry, 260k again. Huge shot. I love it. That was against a double tank squad. This next one here is going to be against First Order Special Forces TIE pilot. He adds a little bit more damage, some speed up. He's become more common in arena. But we're seeing different versions here. Is there a certain squad that is easier to beat than another one, or what are you seeing?
No, it's the same. It's different because when they have only one tank, they hit a lot harder. Kylo plays more, and the beginning of the fight is messier. I said it's very bloody. When you have two tanks, then you have Trooper that can do his stuff twice. So it's the flow of the fight. It's different, but the outcome is the same. It's more. How can I say that? You have it's more exciting when it's one tank because it's faster actually, but it's not very different at the end. But there is a couple of key things to this strategy to work. You're right to talk about the ultimate. It's very, very, very important. You don't want to use the ultimate during the fight. You want to use it only at the end. If you don't have the ultimate ready when you're one-on-one against Kylo, you're done. You absolutely need it. So you have to save it until the end. Even if you want it, if you see your team get tossed, don't worry. You have to be brave. You have to feed the resistance spirit and keep the ultimate to the end. Other things, there's about the healing from Holdo. Sometimes you want to use the special because Rey didn't lose a lot of health, a lot of protection. I think you can use the healing on Rey anyway, even if it's not a lot, because I don't think she will have two moves Holdo in this fight. So this is important.
So the first three battles we saw were against full resistance. Next one is going to be against a Malak squad, which we see a lot of. And here you're going to see, you mentioned sometimes it can get a little ugly. This one's going to get a little ugly at the beginning. And when I was watching this one, I did not think this was going to be one that you were going to win. But you do. You pull this one out.
When you have Rose in your team, you can't lose. I mean, even if you lose, it's, you defend what you love.
So I know you say you can't lose, but what is your win rate been with this squad running it in Arena? Is this something that people can use in Grand Arena and can actually count on it to get a win?
Yeah, I have very, very, very consistent win with this fight, with the squad. Sorry, I have about more than 90%. So in all the Kylos I faced, it was very consistent. But the modding is very important. If you don't have your resistance durable enough, durable?
Correct.
Then it won't work. You see here, it's 1 against 3, but Rey is tough. Even if she has only half health, she didn't proc damage immunity before, so it's done. You won. Okay. Oh, I'm yellow. It's no. She's tough. The key, the timing of the ultimate. That's key. You have to look at the little ball. If it's glowing, don't use your ultimate. It's no use. Just try to survive. Use basic attack can be the good move sometimes for Rey because she can till just a couple of thousand health, and that should be enough.
And I know a lot of people don't like the Galactic Legends, but one thing that I love that they've brought a lot of versatility to some of these teams and the counters and everything. There are so many different combinations to run, different ways to mod teams. So here we're seeing a different modding strategy, a completely different team than we've seen before, and it's one that's going to be very efficient if you're wanting to use Rey on offense in Grand Arena. So I absolutely love seeing that. Yeah, I unfortunately have never gotten to play with Ray myself, so I'm gonna have to get my hands on her at some point. But this looks fun, and I just love doing it with Rose. I know Rose is only
Against
a minor piece here, but I can't wait to see the community's reaction to Rose actually being helpful in defeating a Galactic Legend.
against different comps, it's the same. Malak on other tank, it doesn't change anything. It changes when you have Throne, because if he chose to fracture your array, then you're toast. But if not, it's not very different.
Well, yeah, because that three times massive damage just takes out Malik like he's any other tank. So
Yeah.
The tanks don't seem to really help much because Ray's taking them out no matter what. Nobody's standing up to that. So
Yeah, that's true. She just if just one shot Kylo, he deserve it.
Just curious, have you tried running this against a Kylo that is modded for max health? Because we do see some of those out there. And
I think the most I've faced was around 200. And it's basically the same. It depends, because if you're on this type of Kylos, you can go up to 10,000 offense, 10,005. Then you have less health. But Kylo can't be good everywhere. I mean, if he's a tanker, you have something less than the other. So it should probably be offense of speed. You can't have everything.
Oh yeah, certainly. Although I don't know, these Galactic Legends have about as close to everything as you can get. But all right.
I tried to fight with a slow rate just to see, because in all these fights I was going first. And when I go second, I tried. I won the same, but it's much more messy because I almost don't use lifeblood at all.
Well, yeah, because you get that whirlwind right away, right?
Right away, and I start with this.
So I guess as long as if Kylo attacks anybody else, they're going under that 50% health. So that gets that whirlwind chain started early.
Actually, even when he goes for Rey, sometimes he can proc whirlwind too.
Yeah, Kylo does still hit pretty hard. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Starslayer, and I know you've got some other things you're working on with this squad as well, trying to even get Resistance Hero Finn out of there. I know I saw some footage of you using Poe instead. So
yeah, because I did this mainly for Grand Arena. Because I had a problem against opponents with Ultimate Kylo, because I had two bad choices. Rather, I kept my Rey on defense, and there was some new Vader counter around, then makes it dangerous to put it here. Or I keep her for offense, but then if I face a Kylo on defense, I want to be able to use only resistance people, not taking any other meta character to beat Kylo. And so if I manage to keep resistance heroes away from the team, I can use them in another good resistance team, actually. So yeah, I'm trying to this, because Finn doesn't bring a lot. It just sometimes when they have a chance to play, he gives turn to Rey, so I can use Whirlwind faster. But that's it. But what I've noticed actually in putting Poe instead of Resistance Finn is that more than before, Kylo goes for Rey, because Resistance hero, I don't know if it's coincidence, but Resistance heroes seems to be targets of choice for Kylo. So if I have one of them around, maybe the fight will be easier.
Yeah, CG
but I'm not sure.
They have been playing around with some of those AI priorities and trying to improve them. So that's quite possible that resistance heroes are a higher priority target than somebody like Poe, somebody like Rose in there. That's my favorite part, was using Rose. I was excited when I reached out to you before I even knew you were using Rose, and you were still getting wins, and I was excited to begin with. And then when I when you told me that Rose made the team even better, that was just icing on the cake. I absolutely love that, and I can't wait to see what people think of Rose being
And
useful.
Kylo knows it because sometimes he goes for Rose first.
He's got to get the defense out of there. So
Yeah.
all right, well, I appreciate it. Thanks again for coming on. I good luck in Grand Arena. That's just starting. I hope you get a chance to use this and can pick up some key wins.
And 3 against 3, I doubt it.
Well, oh crap, it's 3 versus 3, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. So I hate 3 versus 3 so much that I've kind of blanked it out of my mind that it's here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get in and do my battles. But okay, so next time in 5 versus 5, I hope you get some wins with this. So
Yeah, sure I will. And I keep doing it in Arena actually, just for the fun of it.
Oh yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. This is something that I would use just because I could get some wins with Rose. So all right, thanks again, and as always, everybody, like, subscribe, that type of thing. We're gonna have more content coming, so I'll be seeing you around.